What's going on, guys? Spencer Clay is here, and today I'm going to show you guys what it takes to sell your gutter cleaning business for $1 million. Let's go. So today, guys, I flew 2,800 miles all the way from my place in Seattle, Washington, out to beautiful Fairfield, New Jersey, to the headquarters of the largest gutter cleaning company in the country. We're going to ask them some questions, see what it takes. Let's check it out. Guys, this is Nolan McClain. He's the expert at buying all sorts of home service businesses. So we're going to ask him some questions, see what it takes to sell your business, and let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we're here at the headquarters. So whether you're looking to sell your business now or you're just looking to see the next steps of, maybe what it looks like to sell your business in the future, I got Nolan here. He's bought how many businesses over the past 2 years?
We bought over a dozen businesses, home services businesses, kind of running the gamut between gutter cleaning, window cleaning, power wash, pest, lawn care. And so I've got a lot of experience working with business owners who are thinking about transitioning, thinking about selling, and working through that entire process. And so I'm happy to share my experience with you today.
Sweet, awesome. So tell me, I know you guys have worked with a lot of different businesses like power washing, window cleaning, all that sort of stuff. But like more specifically, like who is the type of person that you guys typically, buy from and work with?
Yeah, I don't think there's really a standard archetype of seller. I think everyone's got a different reason for why they're selling and gets to the decision to sell at a different point in their lives. And so we work with people who have been in the industry for a handful of years up to people who have been in the industry for decades and have their entire families intertwined in the business.
All right, so you guys have like 300 trucks in the fleet. You guys are in 16 states. Obviously, you guys have figured it out. What are you guys looking for in business, and how do people get there?
Yeah, in businesses that we're looking to acquire, we want to see loyal customers, really stellar reputations, and market leadership. Okay. We want to be buying the household name in any given market.
So they got good customers, they got good reviews, they're active, they got a website up there for sure.
Online presence is very important.
Answer the phone, all that sort of stuff, just basic, good business like etiquette type of stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, sweet. So you're looking to sell your business for $1 million. Like, how does that process work? How do you guys value businesses? And you want to take me through the numbers of all that?
Of course. First thing to know is that small businesses are generally valued on a multiple of earnings. So not sales, but profit. And specifically, there's a term called seller's discretionary earnings that's used in a lot of small business transactions. You can Google it to learn a little bit more about it, or you can send me an email, link in the description. We can talk through it. In any case, businesses of this size are usually sold for between 3 and 5 times annual seller's discretionary earnings. So that means more or less you need somewhere between $200,000 and $333,000 of annual earnings in order to sell your business for about $1 million.
All right, cool. So 3 to 5x earnings. So if someone's looking to sell their business for $1 million, they need to bare minimum be making $200,000, $300,000 in profitability. So how do people evidence that? How do they show how much they're making? Because I know data is super important. You can't just be taking a picture of the fat stacks of cash that you just made on these jobs. But how do people evidence that?
Of course. We, along with anyone who is looking to buy a business, needs a certain amount of information in order to perform what we call diligence. And so at a minimum, you're going to need your P&Ls, your profit and loss statements for the last few years, bank statements that show all the revenue going into the bank, tax returns that also reflect the revenue that you're telling a potential buyer that you generated. And then lastly, some amount of output from a CRM system, like a House Call Pro or a Jobber. Those are 2 CRMs that I see used very often in our industry, and I'd recommend implementing one of those if you can.
Cool, so we talked about the numbers, we talked about the valuation. So for lack of a better term, how can people pump those numbers up? How can they start making the most money for their business, so they get the best valuation possible?
Sure. Well, I would say, first of all, it's never too early to start preparing your business for a sale. Even if you don't see one in the foreseeable future, a transaction in the foreseeable future, you want to make sure that by the day that you do transact, your business is at its absolute strongest. And if I were to give one tip to building up toward that point, I would say invest in your customer relationships. You want to make sure that your customers are returning to you year after year and that they're referring new customers to you at the same time. This is something that any business buyer is going to care a lot about, and it's certainly something that we take a very close look at.
Sweet. So they're just having a good business, making sure customers are coming back. When people call you, you're answering the phone. You got a good website, stuff. Basic business stuff. Really, that's the most important thing. That's how you go from, mom and pop making 100K a year to 200, 300 $1 million a year per business. So, yeah,
That's right.
So if you agree to sell your business, what are the next steps? I'm here with DJ from Ned Stevens. So he's here to tell us kind of what the integration process looks like.
Yeah, I lead all business integrations here at Ned. Our goal is to make the transition as smooth as possible for the seller, employees, and the customer base.
Sweet, okay. So the business has been acquired. You guys are working on branding the truck. You guys, obviously throw the logo up on all your trucks.
Yep.
What is the next, what are some of the questions that people have? Do the employees stick around? Do you guys keep the same customers?
Yeah.
How does that go?
Yeah, on top of employees, it's something that sellers are really interested about. For us, we understand that it's hard to find good people. And where we can keep talent, whether that's technicians in the field, team members in the office, we want to keep as much good talent around as possible.
Sweet, so keep the business running kind of the same as it has been. As you said, make that transition as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
So, sweet. All right, guys, I know we covered a lot of information today here, but I wanted to thank Nolan for having us out here and answering our questions. What is the best way people can get in contact with you if they have anything else?
Sure. Love to talk to business owners, regardless of where you are in the process of thinking about a sale, whether it's near in or further out in the future. Send me an email at acquisitions@nedstevens.com. We're buying all sorts of home services businesses, including gutter cleaning, pest, lawn care, window cleaning. Just give me an email and we'll hop on the phone.
Sounds good. Awesome.